Hello everyone, so I just wanted to share with you a get ready with me, a makeup look for when you're ill, tired or hungover. This is a really good thing to know because a lot of people go the exact opposite. When they feel ill, they look tired or sallow or they're really hungover. They try to cover up all their imperfections with heavy makeup, and the thing is it just makes you look more tired, old, and more ill. So the best way to go is to go with the glow and as little product as possible and lots of glow giving makeup to make you feel fresh again. And it's one of the best things or best advice I can give anybody who doesn't feel well, who's sick, who's hungover, especially if you're hungover, skin's dehydrated, it's dull, it's dry, it's grey, you know, or you're not well, you know, this is a great cheap makeup. So if you want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Okay, first things first, I'm going to use my Becca Backlight priming filter. This is absolutely amazing. It's an illuminating primer that will really wake up the skin. Again, when you're tired, you want to have as much moisture and illumination as possible to look fresh and wide awake. This, ever since I got it, it is absolutely incredible. I just spread it over and it just gives a really beautiful illumination. It smells so gorgeous. I mean, and it's not shiny. Like when I look in the mirror, it just seems to like smooth out my pores. And when it dries down, it's just beautiful. Then go in with a tinted moisturizer. Foundation is going to be too heavy. It's going to show up fine lines, and if your skin's dehydrated from a big night out, it's gonna look horrific. So opt for a tinted moisturizer. I'm using Bareminerals Complexion Rescue, which is hands down the best thing ever. This is what I typically wear most days. It's a great everyday product. It's full of mineral electrolytes, so it boosts your skin with energy, hydration, SPF. I mean, this is the best thing. If you're hungover, this is the best thing. You want skin to look fresh and awake and like, you know, you're rested. And this is the best way to go about it. Less is more in this case. When you're not well, when you're tired, when you're hungover, less is more. Trust me. Don't try and cover it up because you will look 1,000 times worse. So that's that on. Then again, you want to go under your eyes very lightly because your skin's going to be dry. This is Becca's Under Eye Brightener. It's absolutely incredible. You need the tiniest amount. And it just, look at that. I have been using this every single day. It's incredible. And a lot of the times I use it on its own. It's a corrector and a brightener in one. So it corrects the under eyes, but it also brightens. So if you've got those dark circles, you know, that tired look, it's just going to pep you up like you wouldn't believe. Now, I did this look the other day, and I was commenting on saying, gosh, you look so fresh and lovely. And I was like, wow, I did this in like 2 seconds. And because I was really tired. Because I went to the gym and I did one of those personal training sessions, group sessions. There was no warm up, and it's those circuits where you go from post to post. I'm not joking. I could not move for the next 2 days. I mean, I'm still hurting. My whole body, my ribs. I feel like I've been like punched in the ribs. It's just like... Anyway, okay, eyes, skip eyeshadow, don't even bother with it. Put something like this, which is the Bareminerals 5-in-1 cream shadow, which will just create some brightness on the eyes, get rid of any redness on the lids, any of those veins, and I just literally keep it to this, to be honest. This is exactly what I used to do on work days when the night before we had drinks, or a party or an event. Yeah. And everyone else would come in looking like an absolute like they've been dragged through the hedge backwards, and I'd be coming in glowing, my God, like I had a facial. You know, when you know how to do things, makes life a lot easier, you know. So that just kind of primes the eye. It gives it a nice kind of smooth, clear base and taking out any of that redness. Right. Then I go in with Bareminerals Blemish Remedy in clearly cream. I must say, I have been enjoying this so far. It's like, I don't know why, but I think it's the combination with the Complexion Rescue in this. It's just so nice. Okay, so now with this, just dip it into the little mesh like that. I've showed you before, haven't I? And then just buff in, starting from the outside and going inwards. And this, again, is perfect because it's a treatment foundation, it's a blemish remedy, and, you know, a lot of the times you probably have woken up the next day with a blemish because of whatever reason. So, you see it works over the top of this so nicely. And go in on the other side and just buff in. And go into the centre. You don't really need a lot of this as well, but lately it's been working for me. And it's super smooth. So it gives a really, really smooth kind of, and it's perfect for those pesky blemishes like under the chin. And then onto the forehead. Buffing motions. When you can use any mineral powder, I suggest using mineral powder because it just kind of looks a bit more natural, and it will just make your skin look a lot better when you are worse for wear. I get a bit more and kind of go where I need more coverage. And I like this brush because it's quite dense, so it does pick up a good amount of product. Okay, right, then you want to go in with some concealer. Again, go for the lightest option possible. A lot of people think, oh, I'm tired, I'm ill, I need to really pack it all on. Don't. You're going to age yourself like 100 years. Go, think lightest possible. Foundation, the lightest, as in, you know, fluidity. Concealer, the lightest. So I'm going to go in with this Bareminerals Stroke of Light. It's not thick, it's not cakey, and I'm just going to dab that on like that. And I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to pat that in and bring it down just a bit here. Go into the corners of the eyes where it's dark. And with that brightener, the Becca brightener underneath, you're really boosting your brightness. Okay, and then the other side. I like to use my finger because you get the warmth of the finger really helps to kind of meld the product in and give a really natural look. Oh, it's interesting, I was reading an article about the difference between Instagram makeup looks and like real life makeup looks, and how young people are being influenced and thinking that they have to have that kind of overdone look all the time. And what this makeup artist did, I'll leave her name below, her Instagram account, she did one side of her face in Instagram style makeup, you know, really exaggerated wing liner and overdrawn lips, and then the other side was just a natural kind of face, and everyone said they liked the natural face, but she was just trying to show you know, the extremes, you know. And I think it's I mean, I'm guilty of that. I try to recreate the Instagram kind of look, but it's like, yes, that's great for you know, for like magazine or for photo shoots or for going out on a night out. But I think for day to day, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I just wouldn't do it to go and get my coffee. And surprisingly enough, people seem to like the natural, you know, the normal look. I don't know. Right, so that's the concealer under my eyes. And I'm going to set with my Shade and Light palette. I'm just going to set it with a mixture of the peach tone and the yellow tone. This is going to help just counteract any darkness, and just kind of set your under eye concealer. Lovely jubbly. Then I like to go in with the white, the lightest shade, just down the center of my nose, here and here. Then I'm going to do just a bit of bronzing, so just the middle shade there, and just bring some life back into the face. I love this palette. I just love it. Absolutely amazing. And then down the contours of my nose, you know, and then a bit on the eyelids, just to have a bit of, you know, a bit of warmth back into the face. Then what I've been absolutely loving is my Hourglass blush in Diffused Heat. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I mean, it just gives the most beautiful, well, you'll see. You don't even need a lot. And I always forget. It gives the most natural flush, like I can't even tell you. And I get compliments all the time on this blush. So really kind of blend that in, and it just gives, you know, it wakes up tired skin, you know, really gives it a big boost. Then we've got to go in with a highlight, you know. So I'm using the MaryLouManizer, that one, and I'm just going to use it on the high points of my cheeks here and just under my brow bone. Look at that. Oh, I'm a glowing goddess. I haven't used this for a while actually, so I put it on the other day and it was like, whoa, you're glowing. I love it. Like that. Gorge. Then what I've also been doing is just putting it over on my eyelid. Again, just to kind of really brighten up, you know, brighten up your eyes, make you look wide awake and fresh. And this is perfect. I just pat it all over, get right into the inner corners, just like that. Superb. And then you can go in with the bronze, just to the bronze one there, just to give a bit of definition to the eye. Really, really subtle, just to create a bit of, you know, a bit of depth. And again, it's so nice and glowy. It just really brightens up eyes. Then I do eyelash curlers. I tend to skip mascara because I usually have a lot of mascara on from the night before. But if you haven't, say you're not well, go with some black, just a slick of natural black mascara. Then on lips, what I've been loving is this Buxom lip gloss, and it's in the shade Dolly. It's a gorgeous neutral kind of like purpley with a bit of sparkle in, but it's so hydrating on the lips. It's just, oh, I mean, it smells of like mochaccino. Look at that. Look at the gloss. It really glosses the lips. and it stays on. Even with multiple cups of coffee, it stays on. And it just brings the natural lip colour forward, so you're not like putting on like, you know, it's not noticeable, it's just like natural. And there you have it. So that was my makeup. All fresh, highlighted on the cheeks, whoa, highlighted on the eyes. Skin feels fresh, I've got a pink glow, I look awake, I look fresh, no one will know that I didn't sleep at all last night or I was really tired. So I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you give it a go, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.